Well, let's take a look at the other game going on right now. We have Flyme and Debre. They delayed a bit so that we could see most of their game. They are on their moving game right now, and Debre is down.
Debre is down. So this is Debre's first game of the league. He has not played yet. He came prepared with the outfit, though.
He did. He came very prepared. The NMPC hat is on both the avatar and in real life. We love to see it. The avatar drip always is great to see.
So yeah, looks like we have an urban Norway round. Flyme's got his pin down in Oslo, which definitely could work. Makes a lot of sense to be in the Oslo sort of metropolitan area, looking like this. It looks like they're going to both go for the same thing.
Both players go in there. Debre would need a comeback right now, but I believe...
Plenty of time to do it, though.
Yeah, plenty of time to do it. We do just go next, however. But Flyme a little closer. I mean, that's still 100 points of damage. That could make or break a game. We've seen some crazy games where players get down to 43 health, come back. So even 100 damage, it's something.
True.
It's something.
You never know.
We do move on to round 6 here, 3.5 times damage. The players off to the races in quite a rural round. We'll see if they even happen to find any signs at all.
Yeah, this one looking more rural, definitely more difficult. Looks like Thailand. I don't know if either of the players is able to read Thai, but it'll be interesting to see if they find any good clues here.
Yeah, we do finally have some signs there. Debre's made it into some newer Gen 4 coverage, as we mentioned. This newer coverage tends to mean it's a more important road to be driven on.
So Debre has a province abbreviation right there on that sign, but it looks like he does not know how to read it, which is not a surprise. There aren't too many players in the community who are able to read Thai. There are a fair few, but it's still something that a lot of people have not gotten around to doing because it's quite difficult.
Flyme ends up a little closer again. Debre really needs to lock in here. It is his first game. You know, you have Flyme, who's already had a couple games. Debre's been on a bit of a break. I know he was on a bit of a vacation, actually, and that's why he didn't play week 1. But he's back. He's locked in. And so, you know, coming back, this is his first game on. Might need a little bit of a warm-up period. We'll see.
They both have a town name. El Viso de Acor, I think, is what the trash bin said. But I'm not sure that either of them knows it. I certainly don't know what it is. So we'll see if either is able to find it here.
Yeah.
Área de Sevilla we have on Flyme's screen. So that is, of course, Seville in southern Spain. He's just going to go ahead and click Seville. Hope that Debre does not find the same information, and that could win him this game.
Yeah, it seems like he hasn't, but he's going to a similar area, probably based just off of vibes. We'll see. Wow. Oh, that is pretty close, but Flyme definitely closer, so with 4 times, still not going to be too many points. 152. Debre does stay alive. He stays in it, but Flyme really showing some prowess here.
Yep, found the information, he used it quite well, but it's worth noting that was an excellent guess from Debre. Not easy to figure that out. I mean, I don't think he had any real info other than just kind of the vibes, so Eurasian guessed it very, very well.
Very impressive from Debre. They do instantly have a sign here, both of them.
In Chile, you'll find the way the roads are organized, they go from basically A to Z, from north to south, so you'll see little provincial A roads far north, and as you go further down, the letters go further down. So they had a road starting with U, and Debre finding the 5K.
Big 5K there from Debre, and he's so calm about it. No reaction. Light work, no reaction.
Well, he knows he's going to need more than that to win. He needs a tricky round, and, well, we might have it here.
We might. We'll see. It seems
Debre
like
knows U.S. area codes, by the way. I don't know if this is U.S. or Canada, but if it is U.S., it probably is Canada. The polls look more Ontario to me, but...
I agree. I feel like this feels very Canadian. And Debre even did look at that sign and opted to not really try and take a look at that phone number, because maybe he does know it's just Canada. He sees a sign right there. I couldn't see exactly what it said, but it gave him some info that made him want to confidently go near Toronto.
I think it's just Port Perry wetlands or something, although I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what Port Perry is, but they're in pretty similar areas here. The Debre's... Oh, he switched to Lake Erie. I don't know if he has anything. That's probably going to do it.
That might end out the game with 5 times damage, but it doesn't actually. Debre's still somehow alive. 251 points. Lock in, Debre. You could still do it. It's not impossible. But round 10, what appears to be a US by the looks of it, you could get some big points here, but the region seems relatively clear-ish. It seems sort of like the New England area, up in that area. They're both so close to each other. I don't think Debre can win this one. Flyme.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, even though Debre is closer, I think with 5.5 times,
never
it's
enough.
not
Yeah.
enough.
So Debre, as we said, he knows US area codes, but that round was, I guess, easy enough to get a vibe for Flyme, so he was able to get close enough and avoid the last second upset.
Yeah, but Flyme taking that win, it does work out well for him. They're locking in. Debre taking a sip of his drink, getting ready to go into this no-move game. I do think, if I had to say, Debre is better at no-move than moving. So maybe this is where he wants to be. I'm sure he would have liked to take that moving game, but Flyme is very good at no-move as well. So, I mean, it's going to be a close match all around.
Yeah, this is still going to be close for sure. Debre, I don't think he's too worried. Is he ever that worried?
Is he ever? That's a great question. I don't think he is.
But no, Debre, a formidable no-moving player. But so is Flyme. I mean, Flyme is he represents Argentina, but he's French. A lot of people think of French players, they hear a player is French and they automatically assume that they're a moving player. Flyme is not. He considers himself a no-move player, so
yeah,
he's definitely still in his element here.
Definitely, which is good for him. It's gonna work out. This looks like a fun round. I think we might see some big points here. I really do like the Nusas here. In Indonesia, when it's a little drier like this, you can see the dirt's a little drier. It's kind of that mid-brown, very common in the Nusa area.
I think they'll both probably have the same vibe here. Yep, makes sense. Northern coast of these Nusa Tenggara Islands is exactly where you'll see this kind of landscape. The question is, which island are we on? Because that is not obvious.
It's definitely not. Both players, I think, are close-ish to each other. I think they're both on the East Nusa Tenggara Island, if I'm not mistaken. So we shouldn't see too many points. They're lining up the water here, as you can see with the compass in that bottom left. Super helpful. They do have ocean there to their north. Oh, wow. Both players guessed in the same spot. 9 points.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, both players going for Flores Island. Probably hedging for a couple of the islands further east. I think Lembata, Alor were also possibilities, but it ends up being Sumbawa further west. But no harm done to either player, really.
We move on to round 3 here on what appears to be a Panama. Both players confidently in the same region of Panama as well. They're making the same guesses back to back. Flyme laughing about it. They're doing the same. They're playing the same game.
Yep, I think there is a lot of sort of mountainous coverage where both players clicked there, so those guesses made a lot of sense. And now we have a Ghana. We'll see if they guess the same spot this time.
Yeah, Flyme actually zooming right in on that Ghana tape, a classic, one of many people's first meta they ever learn. That Google car with bars on it, black tape, on the top right.
Debre may have this, actually. He's got a road with a good angle and a river. Yeah,
and
beautifully done.
Does the no-move 5K from Debre. We love to see it. Flyme has to nod in respect for that.
Yeah, that's about all you can do there. That's an amazing guess from Debre. Ooh, now we've got an Indonesia. This is going to be interesting. So we have tiled roofs and we have symmetrical poles, which points you towards west central Java, which is where Debre has zoomed in. Flyme is following suit.
Getting the guessing quick.
I was looking for information, but these are all just ads and warnings against smoking, which you'll see a lot of that stuff in Indonesia. Sometimes it's hard to separate the good info from the nonsense.
60 down to Debre. Nothing to write home about. We go next.
Are these Mount Gambier pines? Debre thinks so, yeah. So you see a lot of these pine forests near the town of Mount Gambier in southern South Australia. So that's the vibe that Debre has here. We'll see if Flyme agrees or not.
I like the guess quite a lot. Flyme opting sort of close, but much more in Victoria.
And it is just Victoria.
Yeah, it
Nice
pays
guess.
off. That's decent damage.
Yeah, really good guess from Flyme there. Puts him back in the lead here. 4 rounds to go.
Round 7, instant signs here. I think these players are both quite good at even getting no move 5Ks, so let's see if they can line something up. Debre seems to have recognized some of the signs, possibly, because they're both in the same area. They're both Victoria Island, which makes sense. Victoria on the sign. Victoria's a beautiful town. I've actually been there.
Wow. Yeah, we're not going to have much damage here. Both players know they of course know that it's Vancouver Island. They have Victoria, they have Nanaimo. Those are the 2 largest cities on the island. So, yeah, Debre's going to need around. It's a little tougher than this to get those points back. Well, scanning for the 5K though. Doesn't look like they have it yet.
Yeah, nothing lining up by the looks of it. But we'll see. Debre just locking it in. Flyme trying to see if he can line it up. But Debre has it! With another 5K. That's 2 no-moving 5Ks from Debre in the same game. This is what I was saying about the no-move prowess from Debre. I think he's more comfortable here than he is in moving.
I stand corrected. He did actually take the lead back there, but this is Eastern Russia by the looks of it, and this is probably going to be a lot more impactful than the last round.
Definitely. Jake, you know what we say here. Big country, big points. There it is. There it is. Let's see. Our players are pretty far apart from each other. Debre down near Vladivostok. Flyme farther up north from him.
I think Debre's guess is probably better. I'm not sure the mountains are this high where Flyme has his pin, although I can't say I'm 100% sure. But I think I'm not sure it's quite that mountainous.
Yeah.
Maybe it can be in places though. I'm not 100% sure. I'm wrong.
Oh, and it is! That might be game! Flyme with an insane guess, and he takes the no-move game, winning him the overall match. He has 2-0'd Debre.